People realize now, in ways that they haven't before, that environmental issues are the issues of our time. That if we don't figure out a way to address climate change, what it means to be a human on the planet is going to feel really different. Environmental studies is the interdisciplinary study of environmental issues. Some of the problems we face, whether it's climate change or social injustice, biodiversity loss, these problems are so big and so complicated that we need people that understand environmental issues from a multidisciplinary perspective. It isn't enough to just know the science or just know the policy. You have to know a little bit about all of it in order to come up with ways to address these big problems.
So ever since I was like a kid, I've always been outside and loved nature, and I think the main thing that caused me to pick environmental science and studies is because of all the damage and destruction that's being done. So I wanted to be a part of the positive change to help combat that.
Students who come to our program take courses from across the liberal arts. All of our students take courses in the environmental sciences. They take courses in the social sciences to understand the social systems that underscore our interactions with nature. And then they take courses in the environmental humanities, the attitudes and values and ethics that people bring with them to their interactions with nature. Once students have that broad-based understanding of environmental issues, they can choose to focus their coursework in one of two emphases in our program. There's environmental science or environmental policy and values.
Really, it comes down to what you kind of plan to do after school. The policy aspect of it is you get to learn a lot about the different laws and the different kind of circumstances that the world is in right now.
I believe that the environmental science will lead me more so into field work, which I'm passionate about. I love to be outside.
If you have an area that you know you want to go into, we have courses in that area. So if you know you want to work for the DNR, there are courses in wildlife behavior and wildlife management. If you know you want to be an activist, an environmental policy advocate, there are courses in that area too.
Exactly right.
I think my professors are fantastic.
They're all so knowledgeable and passionate about every aspect, and I feel like there's never a question I have that goes unanswered. One of our professors calls environmental science the science of optimism, which is a nice spin on it because we can kind of see what we can do rather than what we can't or what's being done to us.
We get to learn about a lot of bad stuff that's happening to the environment, but we also get to think forward into the future. How is it going to get better?
One thing we really believe in the environmental studies program is that your environmental studies education does not stop at the classroom. There are so many ways to get involved on campus, whether it's through a Green Fund project, proposing something here on campus, or doing an internship, or in the capstone working with the city to propose real-world sustainability solutions.
As part of the Wildlife Conservation Club, we got approved for a grant in order to order adhesive repeating dot patterns, which are supposed to deter bird window collisions. Each morning we'll go out and check for birds around each of the buildings, and we're going to do the research before and after to see how effective it's been.
I actually got accepted to do an internship this year with Botanical Gardens in Green Bay. I'll just be basically helping run the gardens. It's like a 47-acre plot of land.
Environmental careers, or green careers, broadly speaking, are among the fastest growing areas of the job market. Everyone's looking for people who have these kinds of skills. And whether that's in green business, helping businesses become more sustainable, or working in environmental management, or working in advocacy kind of positions, working for better food systems or more equitable societies, our students are doing all of those kinds of things. We have students who work for the National Park Service and the DNR. We have students who work for Oshkosh Corporation and big private sector companies. We have students who work in county conservation, students who work at nonprofits, environmental law. They're really across the board.
There's just so many, I feel like, possibilities out there that you can choose from that I'm confident I'll find a career that I love.
If there's somebody kind of questioning the college life, they don't really know if they want to go to a big city or anything, Oshkosh is a great place.
UWO is such a sustainable campus, which I really respect. It's just very nice to be in a place where you feel so supported and just around so many people that care.
In environmental studies, our goal is to help students become broadly trained, critically thinking, environmentally engaged citizens of the world who want to make the world a better place.
If there's any sort of passion in nature that you're holding on to, take this path.
This is the place to come.